Okay, nashukuru sana msikilizaji kwenye stesheni ya Radio Jambo, na kama vile ambavyo tulikuahidi, rais sasa hivi ameng'oa nanga katika hotuba yake matangazo kutoka State House. Kwa hivyo tuenda moja kwa moja hadi katika ikulu ya Nairobi.
Some of the most innovative, enterprising firms whose origins span the globe. They came to us because they saw our continent's potential that is yet to be fully tapped. New partners have joined old friends in this turn to Africa. This indeed is a development that we all welcome. None of us can escape the fact that today we live in an interdependent world. None of us should want to escape that reality. In commerce and in the interaction of diverse peoples, we bring to bear new ideas and practices that will help us change the world. This is why it indeed is my pleasure to co-host with President Obama of the United States of America the Global Entrepreneurship Summit that will be held in Nairobi this coming weekend. Since its inauguration in the U.S. 5 years ago, the Global Entrepreneurship Summit has grown into a truly global gathering of entrepreneurs, industrialists, government leaders, as well as our young people. It connects men and women of imagination and enterprise to their peers around the world, and it exposes all of us to new opportunities while teaching us new answers to problems of wide concern. In its respect for diversity, entrepreneurship, and inclusion, it is a model for richer relationships between, but also within nations. This is the very first time the summit has come to sub-Saharan Africa, and I strongly believe in its choice of Kenya. The GES acknowledges the progress and potential of our nation and its leadership on the continent. It also acknowledges our entrepreneurial spirit, our robust small and medium enterprises, as well as our entrepreneurial class, which today counts many of our young people and previously marginalized groups amongst its members. Kenya's reputation also for innovation and enterprise is also fully deserved. It is our habit to take risks in the hope of bettering ourselves as well as our country. This is what has led many of our young men and women to go to the United States even before our own independence. The same spirit inspired young Kenyans who crafted the Ushahidi app. It also inspired Kennedy Odede, founder of Shofco and winner of the Forbes Top 30 Under 30 prize. And it is the very same resolve which drove people like Dr. Simon Gisharu, founder of Mount Kenya University, and Ernest & Young's Entrepreneur of the Year in 2014. Our innovators and entrepreneurs have certainly earned the honor of the summit, and we honor them in our turn if we welcome our guests with our customary hospitality, and if we truly represent our nation and our continent as well as we are truly able. This is our event, all of us. As Kenyans, we have the opportunity to learn from the experience and expertise of some of the world's top business development experts and leaders, and to share with them our own achievements and success stories. As entrepreneurs, we will have the chance to meet them in sessions, to pitch our ideas and to grow the scale and impact of our enterprises. Investors will find opportunities for decent returns, in some of the world's most cutting-edge, innovative, and responsive solutions to be shared at this summit. To welcome our guests and friends with the hospitality that they deserve, we have had to plan most carefully. I'm glad to say that my government and our partners have devoted great care to these arrangements, and that our work has been rewarded with commitments from over 1,400 participants, as well as a large delegation from the United States that will be accompanying President Obama. It is an inspiration to note that out of the 1,400 delegates that will be participating, a fifth of them will be Kenyans and half will be African. In the days before the summit, we will host a number of events so that our friends and visitors can prepare themselves for the main day. Later on the first day of the event, President Obama and I will hold bilateral talks on the better to strengthen ties between our two nations. I scarcely need to mention that our friendship with the United States of America dates back to the days before independence, and that friendship and partnership has remained strong into the present. The United States is now the second most important trading partner, and indeed our exports to the U.S. hit 30 billion shillings last year. Our textiles find a ready market in that country, and our natural heritage brings many American visitors each year. Of course, with this said, there remains scope for better, more diversified trade and investment in energy, in technology, as well as manufacturing. I am sure that this diversification will be one of the items for the summit's agenda. Certainly, we look forward to what is to come, to partnerships, to shared prosperity, and indeed to a new era of innovation and possibility. That is not to say that we do not have challenges of our own. There are those amongst us who still hope to pervert public enterprise for private ends. My administration has led the war against them, and indeed, their corrupt schemes will ultimately fail. Our country has also endured the attacks of depraved ideological criminals. We have fought them unrelentingly, and they know, as well as we do, that they will lose this battle. We have not always made the best of our natural endowments, but with a new trade, new investment, and new technology, we have begun to produce green and renewable energy on a scale unprecedented in our history. I welcome new interest in this area just as warmly as I welcome our cooperation with the United States in our battles against terrorists and strengthening governance institutions in our country and on our continent. For all that, it is in our values that our two countries are most alike. In our concern for the freedom of the individual and our devotion to the cause of democracy. It is in these aspects of our relationship that will be most refreshed by the summit and by the visit of President Obama. I need not tell you that we have all worked hard for this day, and we are all keen to make it a most memorable moment. All I can say is that those who have doubted the strength of the partnership and friendship between our two countries or the depth of our engagement had better re-examine those assumptions. All I ask today of all my fellow Kenyans is that we give President Obama a hearty welcome and that we all work together for the success of this conference. I thank you for your attention. Asanteni sana. Kuna maswali? Nasichukui mingi. Yes.
Jina langu ni Utakuwa rais wa kwanza humu nchini kuweza kumpokea rais wa Marekani ambaye anahudumu kwa hivi sasa, Rais Barack Obama. Ningependa kujua hisia zako, unahisi vipi? Maanake tunafahamu hapo awali kulikuwa na tetesi kuhusu kesi iliyokukabili katika mahakama ya ICC, na pia kulikuwa na lile swala la choices have consequences. Pili, ningependa kujua ziara ya rais itasaidia vipi Mkenya wa kawaida? Labda unaweza kutudokezea katika mkutano wako wa Jumamosi mtakuwa mnaangazia nini, haswa tukizingatia kwa hivi sasa tunakabiliana na masuala kadha wa kadha, ukosefu wa kazi na pia kuzorota kwa usalama humu nchini. Asante sana.
Umuhimu wa ziara hii ni kuimarisha uhusiano wetu na nchi ya Marekani. Umuhimu wa ziara hii haswa ni kuhimiza mambo ya uchumi na vile tunaweza kuendelea kuimarisha bilateral trade yetu na nchi hiyo. Sana sana pia hii ni nafasi yetu sisi kufungua milango yetu, kuonesha yale ambayo tumeweza kutenda, ndio tuweze kuimarisha jinsi biashara inafanywa katika nchi yetu na kuwafungulia milango wa investors kutoka nchi ya Amerika na pia kutoka nchi zingine, waweze kuja waweke mali yao hapa, waweze kupanua kama ni manufacturing na mambo mengine, na mambo haya ndio itatusaidia kuhakikisha kwamba tumeweza kuajiri vijana wetu ambao wanahitaji kazi, pia kuweza kuhimiza partnerships katika mambo haswa kama ya IT, ambapo vijana wetu wameonesha ujuzi kweli kweli ni kwa njia gani wanaweza kupartner na makampuni zingine za nchi za nje ndio waweze kupanua biashara zao, na tuweze pia kupitia mlango huo kuandika watu wetu na pia kuhakikisha ya kwamba tumeweza kupata wageni wengi zaidi, na ndio mambo yetu ya utalii na mambo mengine yaweze kupanuka. Lakini sana sana tuko na shida ambazo zinatukumba sio tu kama Kenya lakini dunia kwa jumla. Tuko na mambo ya ugaidi ambapo tunatakikana tuweze kujadiliana pamoja na tuwe na mipangilio sambamba ya kuweza kupigana na hawa ambao hawatutakii mema, hawataki amani katika dunia yetu. Tuko pia na mambo mengine kuhusu climate change na mengine ambayo pia tutaweza kupata nafasi ya kujadiliana. Kwa hivyo sana sana tuangalia mambo mawili. Ya kwanza, njia ya kupanua the entrepreneurial spirit ya wananchi wetu wa Jamhuri ya Kenya na Afrika kwa jumla, lakini pia kuimarisha uhusiano wetu mwema na nchi ya Marekani na kupanua biashara na kupanua mipangilio yetu ya usalama na mambo mengine. Kwa hivyo mambo haya ndio itakuwa muhimu kwetu, mambo haya ndio itakuwa focus yetu sisi kama serikali, na mimi sina shaka ya kwamba matokeo ya mkutano huu yatakuwa ya manufaa kwetu sisi zote kama Wakenya, na yatatuwezesha kuinua hali ya uchumi na ufanisi kwa wananchi wote pahali popote walipo.
Excellency, if I may help with your moderation, please.
Oh, please.
David Malinga, Bloomberg. Yeah.
Thank you, Excellency. What deals do we expect to come out of President Obama's visit and the Global Entrepreneurship Summit for Kenya? And secondly, I'll ask you about corruption. During your State of the Nation address, you asked public officers to step aside for investigations. Since that time, are you satisfied with the way the fight against corruption has gone so far? Or do you feel a bit frustrated with what is coming out of prosecution asking files to be closed? Thanks.
What do we expect out of the summit? We expect the summit to first and foremost really focus on what we Kenyans, as I've said in my statement, have already internalized, the entrepreneurial spirit, especially of our young people. We have seen many great innovations coming out of young Kenyans. We want to see how we can get them now to partner with international and multinational organizations, how we can match their entrepreneurial spirit with capital so that they can grow their businesses. I think this is really part of the whole GES agenda. But furthermore, we are also seeing at a bilateral level how we can strengthen public-private partnerships, how we can encourage more American companies, as we have already been seeing in the past, an increased interest by American firms to partner with Kenyans in the energy sector, in the health sector, and other infrastructural sectors, how we can take greater advantage, for example, of AGOA, which, as you know, has now been renewed for a period of another 10 years, and how we can get many more product lines being manufactured and marketed into the United States. So I think there's a wide range of commercial and economic benefits that we see coming from this trip, on top of all the other negotiations, as I just said there earlier, with regard to security cooperation in our fight against terror, with regard to strengthening, our ongoing fight on corruption and good governance, strengthening and entrenching democracy, which are the principles that bind our two nations. So these are part of the benefits that we see coming from this visit and going forward. I think with regard to the fight against corruption, my statement on that was very clear. My commitment and resolve remains clear. We have, as you know, institutions that have been established to help us in this particular fight. We have handed over, we have done what we need to do as an executive, and I am still certain and convinced that our resolve is firm, but we also are requesting and requiring the institutions that have been put in place by the Constitution to also do their part to fast-track the investigations that they are carrying out, to prosecute where wrongdoing has been found, and then for our courts to come in and to deliver justice in the shortest possible time. So I think all we are doing is putting pressure on those institutions to do that which they are constitutionally mandated to do.
Okay. And Neville from Business Day.
Mr. President, Kenya has been looking to have direct flights to the U.S. for the longest time on the grounds that this will boost bilateral ties and encourage more tourists from the U.S. to Kenya. Is this going to be part of the talks that we're going to have with President Obama? And what will be the position of Kenya with that regard?
Well, definitely this will be one of the issues. As you know, both countries have been keen to see us re-establish direct flights between our two countries, because clearly direct flights go a long way towards easing business and movement of both goods, the kind of exports that we also want to do, the movement of business people, the movement of tourists. Direct flights make and simplify that whole process. So definitely this is one of the issues on the agenda. We have been working very strongly and in close collaboration with the relevant American authorities, and we're very keen and hopeful that some of the few pending issues that remain outstanding will be resolved so that we can get the Cat 1 status that is necessary for us to be able to have direct flights between Kenya and the United States. So definitely that will be one of the issues on the agenda, where we will review progress on the things that need to be put in place for Kenya to be able to be granted that Cat 1 status. So this is one of the issues that definitely we'll be discussing and seeing how we can fast-track the resolving of those issues so that we can move as quickly as possible towards establishing direct flights between our two countries.
Thank you. We'll take one more question in Swahili. Bramwell from Jambo.
Rais, umezungumzia kuwa wanabiashara wengi watakuwa wakija nchini. Sijui kama serikali yako ina mikakati ya kufanya hao kuingiza biashara hapa iwe rahisi vile watafanya biashara, na pengine kuna mikakati ambayo mtakuwa mkiweka sahihi kama serikali yako?
Kutakuweko na vile ujuavyo, kitu moja ambaye serikali yangu imeweka umuhimu zaidi ni juu ya njia za kurahisisha wale ambao wanafanya biashara na kuharakisha approval zao na mambo mengine kama haya, na tumefanya mambo mengi upande huo, na Waziri Aden ambaye yuko hapa tumekuwa na mikutano mingi sana kati ya serikali na wawekezaji biashara hawa private sector, na tumeona mambo mengi upande ya siku ambazo zinahitajika kuregister kampuni imeshuka sana. Tumeimarisha mambo kuhusu connection ya stima ambayo ilikuwa inachukua karibu miezi miwili, sasa application inapitishwa baada ya siku 3, na mambo mengine mengi kama haya ambaye zamani yalikuwa yanazuia wafanyabiashara kuweza kuendelesha biashara zao. Na Waziri Aden vile nimesema amekuwa akihusika na mambo haya, na nafikiri wakati tutakuwa na round table ile ambayo inakuja sasa kati ya serikali na wafanyabiashara, mtasikia mengi ambaye tumeweza kuyatimiza kurahisisha wafanyabiashara kuweza kuanzilisha biashara zao na kuendelea na mambo yao. Registration ya companies, hivi karibuni tunagojea sheria mpya ambaye pia imekuwa tatizo kwa wafanyabiashara, sheria mpya ya companies, sheria mpya ya insolvency, na tunatarajia hivi karibuni bunge itapitisha hiyo. Ikipita pia itachukua nafasi kubwa ya kusaidia wafanyabiashara, kwa sababu sisi tunaamini ya kwamba tukirahisisha wafanyabiashara kufanya kazi zao, pia sisi tutafaidika, kwa sababu biashara hizo zikifunguka, wananchi wetu watapata kazi, sisi kama serikali tutapata kodi, na ndio tuweze kuendelea kupanua mambo ya mabarabara, mambo ya afya, mambo ya umeme, kusambaza umeme kwa Wakenya, na mambo mengine ambaye kama serikali tumeamua na tumesema tutaweza kufanya, lakini hayatawezekana kama hatutafaulu kufungua milango yetu na kurahisisha wafanyabiashara kuendelea na kazi zao.
Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.
Any more? Two more.
Two more, okay. Let's take from the back. Yeah.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Apollo K24 Television. Given the importance you attach to the war on corruption, are you in agreement with MPs to send the EACC leadership home? Secondly, we heard the statement, choices have consequences, essential contacts, and we know there is still a case at the ICC facing the Deputy President. Is he going to meet President Obama? And finally, on your engagement on Saturday, what's the strategy in terms of engagement on tackling Al-Shabaab? Thank you.
I think the first point is that it is clear that Parliament has done what it has done. I am still waiting to see their report, and we shall then review, and I will give my response soon after I have received what they have passed. We will then be able to review it as a government and be able to give an appropriate response. I think with regard your other issues, to me those are basically non-issues. The President of the United States is coming to visit Kenya on two important duties. One is the GES, the second is our bilateral visit, and without a doubt he is coming to meet the government that is in place, that includes all of us. So I think the question you're asking is pretty irrelevant, because last I recall the Deputy President was part of this government. So we shall all be meeting and proceeding with what we need to do. The business is between the United States and Kenya, and the strengthening of our already very strong two countries. The other issue is definitely the issue of the fight against terror will be central. We have been working in very close collaboration with American agencies in our fight against terror, and I am certain that that is an agenda that we shall further strengthen during this particular meeting, strengthen our partnership, strengthen our cooperation, because it is our common objective to ensure that not only Kenya, but the whole world is free from those who would wish to impose negative views on the rest of society. We strongly believe in the values, freedom of opinion, freedom of worship, and I think as societies we will not allow a few to remove those fundamental values that we all believe in, and we will do everything that we can to ensure that we protect them. One last question.
It's the front here. Yeah.
Hello, sir. Alistair Leithedge from BBC News. In the context of what you've said, what is more important to you and to President Obama in this visit? Is it trade or is it security?
Both are equally important. I say why, because there cannot be trade, there cannot be entrepreneurship if we don't have a secure environment. So it is important that we are able to ensure that we can guarantee security for all in order to be able to focus on the issues of trade. So I wouldn't say that there is one that is more important than the other. Both go hand in hand. The need to have a secure environment that is conducive for economic activity. So we are driving both agendas with equal zeal, because they are both equally important. One cannot exist without the other. So we are pursuing both of them with equal zeal.
Okay, thank you.
Last one. Who you? Last.
Okay, that's fine then.
David Smith of The Guardian newspaper from the UK. If President Obama raises the issue of the rights of gay people in Kenya, what will your response be? Do you believe there's a risk of the West imposing its values on Africa?
That is it's a non-issue. It's a non-issue to the people of this country, and it's definitely not on our agenda at all. We, as a country, as a continent, are faced with much more serious issues which we would want to engage the U.S. and all our partners with. We need to deal with the issues of poverty, improved health for our people, better education, better roads. These are the key focuses, better security. These are the key focuses of our partnership, and these are the things that are important to us as Kenyans. So I don't think I have much to say about things that my constituency is not really, These are the things I think Kenyans are expecting me to discuss with President Obama. Thank you.